friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Shop My Stash episode 2 of the year 2023. So if you guys are interested in all of my thoughts on the products I had in episode 1, what I'm going to be putting in my Shop My Stash for episode 2, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. A lot of the times I do focus on new makeup, but this series is a little bit of a different journey for me. I did start a Shop My Stash last year. I decided to try and be a little bit more organized in the year 2023 and film this as a monthly series just so I could keep track of things. And so far so good. I mean, we're only 1 month in. I got a lot of use out of the things that I added into my stash. So if you guys are nosy like that, if you like Shop My Stash videos, then don't forget to subscribe, turn on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so I had a ton of fun with my January Shop My Stash. I have my bag with me. So let's go ahead and talk about the things in here. I did throw some things that I had purchased in the last day or so in here too, because I want to like figure it out if I'm going to add it to my stash or things like that. But there's some new products I want to throw in here as well. So this needs to go. So yeah, it's a hot mess in here, you guys. Hang on to your panties. Okay. So I'm going to keep my Kaleidos eyeshadow primer in here. I'm still really enjoying the tone activator. I like to have an eyeshadow primer when I'm doing eyeshadows, so I'm going to keep that in my stash. I don't plan on swapping it out for anything else. I have really been enjoying the NYX Bear With Me Blur Foundation. I have the shade Medium Neutral 11, and this is really nice. I also love the size of this, and this is so great for travel because it's so nice and tiny, plus it's affordable, plus it's not in a glass bottle. So if you travel often for work, I would highly recommend. Also, I felt like NYX had a ton of shades because I've seen this at like Ulta now. I think I might have seen it at Target. I'm not 100% sure, but drugstores are carrying this now. So yeah, it's an easy to access, affordable foundation with a great shade range. So yeah, if you like matte foundations, I mean, I personally think this is like more of a matte natural type foundation and I'm really into it. So yeah, so happy with this, but I'm going to probably go ahead and put this back into my makeup collection and find a different foundation to enjoy the next month. Okay, so this is my setting spray. I'm going to keep this in my stash because I'm going to try and pan this. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Just a good tried and true product, and yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to this and just keep using it until I'm out of it. Okay, so this one I just bought literally yesterday. This is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation in Neutral Medium Deep. I'm actually wearing this foundation today. It's my first time trying it. My friend Angelica has been raving about this one, and I thought it was nice. I like that it has a pump. I'm not like completely convinced yet that I like this or that I don't like it. It's like incredibly cold here today, so it was rough, like just like leaving the house, and makeup and everything just felt like really dry anyway. So I feel like I need to give this another go. I have bought a lot of like drugstore foundations in the last week or so, so that's a little bit different for me because I'm typically into the more high-end foundations. So I'll keep you guys posted. I feel like I did a good job with the shade match, but yeah, the weather has just been like affecting how I'm feeling about my makeup. So I don't want to comment just yet until I'm like sure, you know what I mean? Okay, so if you just started following me, you probably don't know this, but I do have a favorite set with Sigma Beauty, and this is in my favorite set. So whenever I have to rush out or do like a quick thing, I usually pull out the shade Medallion in this Quarter Rosa 7-pan palette and use it. But I feel like I've used this quite a bit, so I'm ready to maybe put something else in my Shop My Stash. I also played with like the Blend Bunny palettes and the Nomad palettes. Like, I don't really pick a Shop My Stash eyeshadow palette because I have so many eyeshadow palettes, so I kind of just pick whatever I'm in the mood for. But I also like to have like something in here just so I can do like a quick look or like a one and done look if I'm like running out somewhere and I just want to look a little more put together. But yeah, this is the one I've kind of had for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and swap this out too. Okay, I have really been loving this powder. This is the Huda Beauty This is the Cherry Blossom Cake Easy Bake Powder. I used to own this when it first launched in a different color and I didn't like it. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't like it. I just feel like it was too heavy for me. But I feel like this formula got a little bit of a makeover, and now I really enjoy setting my face with this, especially the under eyes. And I was a little bit nervous for the shade, but I think it like brightens my under eyes pretty well. And yeah, so I really like this. I think I might keep this in my stash because I kind of just really am enjoying it. And why fix something that's not broken? You know what I mean? Okay, next, I really enjoyed playing with the Jaclyn Hill bronzer. This is the shade Top Down, and this is a new product to me, but it's not a new product necessarily. I think this launched last summer, and I'm actually wearing this bronzer today. It's a really nice shade for me. I think this is also gonna look really good in the summertime, so yeah, very excited, but I'm gonna go ahead and swap most of these things out because I have other products I want to test out, and Shop My Stash is a great way to do that. So I really enjoyed this. I would highly recommend this formula if you're looking into this bronzer, but yeah, I'm ready for something new. Okay, so the mascaras, I'm just gonna keep the same, just try to use them up a little bit. I was trying to figure out which one of these mascaras is the one that I bought as a replacement, and I couldn't quite tell, and I feel a little bit ridiculous because, yeah, I bought a second one, and I can't tell. This one does look more unused, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in my empties bin. But this is the Mega Length Waterproof Mascara from Wet n Wild, and I like to use this in my lower lash line. And then I had this one from Essence in there. It's okay. It's definitely not my favorite. I know a lot of people love the Essence mascaras, and they are a great price, so you can't knock them for that. But yeah, I just need a mascara in my Shop My Stash, so I just grabbed that one from my backup drawer. And then I also picked up the most controversial mascara of all time. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. I saw this at Target yesterday, and I was like, yeah, let me just grab it. You know, if you don't know, you probably don't care that much, but there's like a whole drama with this and Michaela from TikTok. So yeah, but anyways, I'm actually wearing this mascara today. I think it's all right. I've seen a lot of people come out and say they really like this after the whole mascara Lashgate situation. I think it's just okay, but this is my first time wearing it, so I think it might age better and get better with time. So I will definitely keep you guys posted in my Shop My Stash episode 3 because I will have tested this out quite thoroughly by then. Okay, I think I kind of forgot that this was still in here, but this is the Lash Extensions Mascara from Milani. This one, I feel like, is a nice, affordable tubing mascara if you love tubing mascaras. I don't feel like I love tubing mascaras. I think this one's okay. It definitely gives me a lot of length, but it doesn't give me a lot of definition, so I feel like it does clump my lashes together quite a bit. But you know what? I'm going to try this some more. I feel like I kind of, like I said, I forgot this was in here, so I was going back to the Essence one. So I need to give this some more like love and see and like truly make up my mind about it. And of course I want to like use it up because like what's the point, you know? And so yeah, I'm going to keep this back in my stash, but overall I'd give this like a 5 out of 10. You know, it's like a very medium, very like meh. I don't hate it, but I don't love it kind of mascara. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to put both of these in my Shop My Stash, but I was kind of curious about these because I was watching Jen Phelps and she swatched these and they looked very promising. So these are the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blushes. I have two shades. I have Pretty Peach and I have Bold Heart. I've tried Pretty Peach. I haven't tried Bold Heart yet. This was described as a red blush, so I was very curious because of how affordable Essence is. So yeah, I've tried this one so far. It was very pretty. I will say it's not like my favorite like glowy blush, but you know, if you're balling on a budget and you need an option, this might be a good one for you to check out. Okay, another Michaela influence purchase. I saw her TikTok trying the Super Stay up to 24-hour Maybelline powder foundation, and listen, I am not a powder foundation kind of gal, but I was so like interested in this that I actually ended up wearing it yesterday. I had like a baby shower type situation, and so yeah, I wore this. I have the shade, darn it, I wish it would tell me what shade this is, but the shade I bought actually worked really well for my skin tone, so I like the shade match. I think I wore it the way Michaela showed it on her TikTok, so I used it with a damp sponge. I will say that first application, it really like clung on in a specific spot, so I didn't love that for me. It's not like I had a ton of time to really buff anything out either. So yeah, I might try this a few different ways, but the coverage is intense, and like I said, it's been like super duper cold here, so I'm very curious to see how I will continue to feel about this. So yeah, 24-hour wear, I think that's a big bold claim. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this in a Shop My Stash. This is gonna need to go in my January haul video, so we'll see where we go from there. And then we have some older products in my collection that I put in my Shop My Stash. So the first one was this Melt Blush in the shade Gamma Ray. This is a very, very, very pigmented product, so it's not for the faint of heart. I definitely need to use some caution when I'm going in with this. It definitely looks like you put Cheeto dust on your cheeks, so I haven't reached for this a ton. But I am happy I finally tried it because I think it just sat there for a long, long time. Now these Melt Blush Lights, they're not a new product by any means, but oh my god, if you're looking for an amazing glowy blush, this formula is so, so good. I love the shade Sundown. It's a very neutral looking color. And on my skin tone, it just looks amazing. You don't even need a highlight with these. So yeah, again, it's not a new product from Melt, but 100% worth the money in my opinion. And Melt usually always has a good sale too, so you can definitely score it, usually at like 40% off. I've really been enjoying my little Juvia's Place gloss. I put this in my Shop My Stash for January. I have it in the shade Choco Milo, and this is a really pretty nude color. I really like this formula. It's not sticky. It's pretty hydrating, and it's really, really cute. It's that swirly, you know, thing that different brands have been doing since like Givenchy, I think, did it. But yeah, super cute. Definitely want to pick out something else for funsies, but I really did enjoy that. And I also forgot that I put this in my Shop My Stash. This is my Hourglass Cream Blush, and I'm wearing this in the shade Loyal. I finally wore it today. I feel like I could have gone a little bit more like intense with the blush color, but I decided to go a little bit less intense, and it still is so pigmented. I didn't need a lot of product. A little bit goes a long way. I literally just took this Oden's Eye brush and I like plopped it on here, and then I just like plopped it on, and it looked really nice and airbrushed and beautiful. So I feel like I've been saying that Hourglass is one of my favorite complexion brands recently. So yeah, definitely reminded about how much I love this cream blush stick. Really liking this Kevyn Aucoin concealer. It was something that I neglected for quite some time in my makeup collection, but I'm glad, and she's back, baby, and I've been using her every time I do my full face of makeup. So yeah, I really, really like this. I know this got reformulated. I tried the reformulated version and I wasn't that blown away by it, but you guys know as well as I do that I'm never gonna get through this concealer. So this is the old one. If you have it, I would highly recommend pulling it out, trying it, seeing if you still like it, or if you don't, you know, maybe you can declutter it. But yeah, still happy I have this guy. Okay, and then I was loving this highlighter. This is the Natasha Denona Plexi Glow highlighter that she launched with her mini pastel palette. I'm actually wearing this highlighter today. I think this is such a pretty shade. It's so interesting because when you look at it in the pan, it has like a green bit, like a more white gold, and like a pinky tone, so it almost looks like it's gonna be like a colorful highlighter. But when I put it on my skin, I don't mix it really. I just kind of go right here in the middle. It gives me this like beautiful like white gold sheen, and I really, really like it. So yeah, this is a really nice powder highlighter from Natasha Denona, and I'm glad I got to try it some more this month. Also, I gotta show you guys this. My husband bought it for me. I watch Emily D. Baker, and she has Vincent Van Gogh, and we were at Barnes & Noble, and he was like, oh, let me just get it for Karen. I just think this is so funny. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't just annoy all of you, but anyway, let's pack this bag up. So there are some things that I know for sure I want to put in here. Like I definitely wanted to put this Tarte Sculpt Tape in here. I've been using this. I posted this in a testing new makeup video. So I was like, let me get some use out of that. So I'm going to put that in there. And then I think I want to try the Flower Beauty one too. So this is the Low Light Liquid Contour, and I want to test the shade Deep out some more, so I'm going to put Deep in there. And then I've been breaking out. I'm not sure if it's like hormonal or if I just need to switch out my sponge. So I'm going to grab this one that I bought from Hip. This is with their Rugrats collection. So we're just going to throw that in there. And then I also bought a new shade of the Juvia's Place foundation. So I had the shade, let me see here. I had this shade called Caracas, and it's a little bit light for me, so I did buy the shade Punta Cana. So I'm going to throw this one in my Shop My Stash and see if this is a bit of a better shade match for me. Okay, so I'm deciding that I need to film the rest of this Shop My Stash after I've filmed my January haul video, because there's some things from my haul that I want to add to my Shop My Stash. So I'm going to be right back. And we'll go ahead and film some close-ups of the drawers and me picking out more things that I need for my Shop My Stash. Okay, so for this month's Shop My Stash, I'm going to grab my Arthurine from Menagerie Cosmetics. This is a blush palette, and I moved some of my face palettes on the shelf, so I haven't used this one in a hot second. And it has basically every color I need, so I'm going to put this in my Shop My Stash. Okay, for foundations for Shop My Stash this month, I think I want to try the... Where's my good apple? Here it is. Since there's a new serum foundation coming out, I thought I'd pull this one out and give it a try because I haven't used it in forever. And I've also really been into matte foundations. But I'm wondering, maybe I should try this Gucci one. I haven't worn this in a while as well. And then for concealer, I want to grab the Hourglass concealer. I was like raving about this towards the end of last year, but I think I should put this in a Shop My Stash because I really like this concealer and I want to wear it more often. Okay, for bronzer this month, I have the Flower Beauty bronzer and the Tarte Sculpt Tape in there, so I think I'm gonna stick to those and just maybe I should throw in a powder bronzer just so I have options. Should I try out, or should I try and add maybe this one from Fenty? This is Caramel Cutie, it's the powder bronzer. Maybe I can use this a little bit. Okay guys, I need to pick out some lip products for the month of February. So let's see here. I have way more than this. I just need to organize it all. So I think I'm going to pull some Lunar Beauty. Let's grab, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think this is a good shade. This is Lunar Beauty Zaya. Perfect color. Honestly, I don't typically put on a lot of lip products and I'm terrible at reapplying. So I'm just going to grab the one because I do have some glosses and stuff in my purse that I'll probably use more. So I'm just going to grab the one shade. And then last but certainly not least for highlighter, I am going to grab one of these Flower Beauty ones because actually maybe I'll grab two. I'll grab Gleam and Opal to try out because I finally put these in a testing new makeup video and they seemed really nice and I want to get some use out of these. So I'm grabbing these two. And then do I want a powder? Do I want a powder highlight or do I want to skip? Maybe I'll grab this. This is from SugarDrizzle. It's the palette that they launched, I believe, on Black Friday. It's a colorful highlighter palette, so it might be a fun thing to throw in with my Shop My Stash. Okay, I look a little bit weird at the end of this video. I'm filming it on my phone because honestly, I cannot. I cannot be bothered turning all of my lights to do the ending. So I picked everything out. I have these three palettes that I'm going to put in my monthly Shop My Stash. They're all ColourPop. I don't think I've ever used any of these. So I'm either going to use them during the month of February or I'm going to decide if I want to put them in a giveaway for you guys because as you can see, two of these aren't even opened yet. So I would like to get some thoughts going or decide to give them away because I don't need to keep everything. But that is it, you guys. Shop My Stash episode 2 is done, and I will for sure film at least one look with all my Shop My Stash products in the month of February. So stay tuned for that, and I do have a playlist with my 2023 Shop My Stash. I'll link it up for you guys so you can check it out in case you guys are curious. And I will be back with a new video very, very soon. Bye, friends!